Okay folks, this one was a found object. Hopefully the person who lost it doesn't need it. Oh, they probably wouldn't have been able to find it anyway. Let's see how we go with this. Okay, let's see what these are. Okay, it's a pair of spectacles. Someone left them somewhere, whatever. So I assume that the person probably thought they weren't going to be there. Do hope they can afford to replace these. Didn't think, you just don't, most of the time people just don't pick things up when they leave them behind. Sometimes I find a lot of things get mysteriously left behind in places. I don't know why. Anyway, let's just get this happening. We'll just get this piece of blank paper behind it. This will be a tricky one to execute. I thought I lost my settings, folks. No, I didn't. I just haven't set the zoom. Well, this stuff is going to air on television, I'm hoping. So hopefully the person who left these behind somewhere will feel a sense of achievement that their material has their property has ended up on the 6 o'clock news. That's come up better than I thought, actually. I do think I've got to lift it up a bit, but it looks really nice. I do think the colour could be improved, but that's turned out better than I thought. Didn't think I'd get that much definition in it. So I'm just going to push that up to the top. Just going to angle it a bit further, just down like so. Oops, I just bumped it. Shit. I hate when I bump things and I don't want to bump them. I do think the colour could be, I think red is too hot. I don't like the red. So we're going to blue it up. Going to make it the colour that I associate with anxiety, depression and panic attacks. Yeah, that looks a bit better colour-wise. That looks nicer. I do think maybe we can do something a bit better with that. Don't like, it looks a bit too monochromatic though, like it's too much just that one colour. Wondering, what are we going to do with it, folks? Maybe kill off the background colour. Yeah, that looks interesting. I do like the outline effect that you get with this. maybe darken it a bit further. I'm going to have to get rid of the blue because I'm going to use both. I'm going to use the copy density to darken it, so it's going to lose the brightness. Not the brightness, it's going to lose the blue setting. Okay. Yeah, it looks a bit less nicer without the blue. Looks pretty much the same quality, even though it should be darker in my opinion. I think we're going to work with this, and we use that as our movement piece. Maybe we could do this as a dot matrix original. I didn't think of that. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to set this up. Got that. We're going to go blue, and we're going to lose our. Going to go all the way. I'm going to lose that. Hopefully this will be a lot heavier. Yeah, that's a lot nicer. This is what we want. This is the kind of effect we want. This darker effect. I'm going to make it into a movement piece. Going to put it back on there. So we're just going to put these glasses, I don't know what to do with them, maybe throw them away. Throw that there. And we're going to make this into a movement piece. Well, I hope the person who left these behind will find this a very nice demo just to watch. I sort of feel guilty that I took these away from where I found them, to be honest, folks. I'm always looking for all sorts of things to demo with, folks, and I always find a lot of things, clothing items and shit. Yeah, that looks interesting. Not quite what I'm after, but it looks interesting. I'm going to try it again. I do think maybe this is a bit, we might put it on text mode. Something different. Yeah, that looks better. That looks a lot nicer. I think we could utilise that. I think we could use this section here, enlarge it across, make it into something more interesting. I'm just going to put that up there, and this is going to go over here. Maybe cut it down there, or maybe not. Maybe we could cut it here. I'm not sure, folks, what to do with this, to be honest. Maybe I could do another loop round. This is going to be a rather prolongated demo, I'm pretty sure, folks. And that's come up looking even better, so I'm glad we did that. Yeah, I think we could utilise that. I think that's going to be the centre. Where's the centre of the job going to be? It's either going to be here or there, but we're going to find out anyway using a perhaps what's known as a switcheroo, perhaps. So I'm just going to maybe do another version of this. Another spin. Try and make it even better. Yeah, that looks really quite nice actually, in some ways. I do think we could utilise that. I keep saying that, don't I, folks? I think we're going to cut it down there. I don't know what to do with it, folks. I don't know, folks. Folks are going to do it like that. Maybe we can cut it across the top there. These are from a pair of, to think it came from a pair of someone's spectacles that were left hanging off a fence, an enclosure. There was like a construction fence near where I live, and it was hanging off, they were hanging off there. Sorry about the shaking, folks. I'm a bit hungry at the moment, and I've just had caffeine this morning, my usual coffee dose. I think I've made this too big. Made it too big on the vertical. I do think maybe I should, I don't know what to do with it, folks. I really am at a loss. So I'm going to move it up. So folks, there is one thing that I have to say. I'm missing a lost loved one, and I'm trying to get on the 6 o'clock news to get in touch with my partner, whose name is Luigi. And I really miss him, and I'm trying to get my work to go to air on the TV, on the 6 o'clock news. So I'm trying to make all these videos of me and my photocopier. And I also do public demos at libraries and office works and other places where photocopiers can be found. I'm feeling a bit hungry, folks. It's getting close to lunch. Anyway, that's looking better. That looks a lot better now. I do think maybe I could maybe move it this way. Sorry, folks, I'm just trying to work out what to do with this, folks. Going to leave it like that. I'm maybe going to move it across. Move it overlapped. So I'm going to have to add a little bit of extra enlargement on the horizontal as well as the vertical. This will be a prolongated demo, folks, if ever there was. And that's looking a lot better. Got rid of most of that there, and that's looking nice. I don't know how it's going to look, folks. That's the thing. yeah, his name is Luigi, and I really miss him, and I really care to see him again. I really get so lonely without my partner. I want to marry him as soon as possible because we're like 30 years behind schedule. This will be the 30th year since we saw each other, and and it's nearly 30 years since we last saw each other. So since we first saw each other, it's been just over 30 years, and since the second and third time that we finally saw each other, it's been just under 30 years. It'll be nearly 30 years, so somewhere in October will be the 30th year since we last saw each other. So it's been nearly 30 years. So I made some bad decisions when I was young, and this is what I'm paying for, folks, for doing stupid things when I was very young, making mistakes and bad judgment. So I'm just going to slide these together. Oh, I found a hair. Someone's hair. It's disgusting. I hate that. Yeah. I wouldn't call it the greatest, but it looks quite nice. I think we can now call this demo quits.